Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all excited about a new topic. Have you guys been
Nobody
watching the Tesla Porsche electric car shootout thing? Are you guys
Not
following
even a
this at
little.
all?
I didn't even know Porsche made
I
electric
know.
cars.
Yeah, well, the Taycan, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, I've been following it. Not like I don't follow Elon Musk or anything, so I don't know like the back and forth. But I know both cars really well.
Oh, do you? You might know more than me, but so Tesla has a car called the Model S, and that's their highest performing car.
Yeah, yeah.
So and it has you can like a lot of modern cars now you tell it like I want rain mode, I want this. They have something called ludicrous mode, like from Spaceballs,
Yeah.
and the acceleration is outrageous. Well, they have a new drivetrain they're calling Plaid, again a Spaceballs reference, and it's not for sale yet. But Porsche came out with their car. I'm gonna call it the Taycan. I learned by reading, so I
It's the
mispronounced a lot.
Taycan or whatever. I
Oh,
think
can you do it again? Taycan?
Taycan.
Tay-
It's. I think it's TAYC. I don't know.
Yeah, I just
You know,
look at the
Porsche.
first letters, some of them, and then run with it. But
Yeah, it's the Taycan.
Taycan. Okay, so Porsche came out with their Taycan. It's actually much more expensive. It's a $250,000 car compared to like a one in the low hundreds.
Is that really the list price or the estimate price is $250,000 versus like 150 or 130?
Yeah, that sounds right to me. So, and but
No, it's $150,000. I knew. I was
the
like,
Taycan.
well, yeah, the Taycan's
I
150,
don't.
starting at 150,900.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about the Ring version. I think that they call it a turbo, and I'm pretty sure about that 250,000 figure.
Turbo S is 180,000. I'm sure if you option it all out, you could probably get a quarter mil.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I read anyway. So it did a can't pronounce the racetrack. Do you know the Nürburgring?
The Nürburgring, the most famous. Yeah, it's a German racetrack where they test everything. It is like the bar for any production vehicle or like car that's supposed to go fast and do fast shit.
If you're a sports car person, you know this track, and they use these times to give you a general comparison on how fast the car is, how well it handles, etc. And Porsche came out, they laid down their time, and then Tesla came out and they did something I thought was cute. Now, there's lots of categories on the times that you get. Production car, whatever, 4-seat car, 4-door car, etc.
Right.
Tesla rolls out with a 7-seater. And it's like, wait, what? A 7-seater? This is they were.
Wait, their Model S or their Model X? The X is the SUV.
It is an
which
S.
is 7 feet.
Now I'm actually confident on this, and they equipped it with 7 seats, so they were guaranteed to break the 7-seat sports car record. But they also stripped it, and they put tint on all the windows. You can't tell how stripped it is, but apparently the inside's just like a driver's seat and bare metal. And they beat the Porsche time by some 30 seconds, and it's unfolding now, like over time, like the weather and practice and stuff. But they brought in these like professional drivers, and I guess there are Nürburgring experts, like the specialists for that, and they're having them driving this S around, and they're testing different configurations. And it's pretty interesting to me to watch this shootout amongst electric supercars and a guy like Elon Musk trying to be both better and cheaper. And man, it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean the like rivalry between automakers is old as time. Like I think the most notable one besides this newfound one would be like Koenigsegg and Bugatti. So the Koenigsegg 1-to-1 or Agera, I can't remember. They set the Bugatti put out a video with the Chiron, or I think it was, where they went from 0 kilometers an hour to 400 kilometers an hour to 0 kilometers an hour in like 45 seconds. So they went 0 to 400 to 0 in that time. And then Koenigsegg was like, okay. So they just did it in like 10 seconds faster. Pick a number, right? Mm-hmm. They did it faster and less space. And so that's been back at like Bugatti now just hit 300 miles an hour, I believe, with their newest version. So it's like the dick measuring contest is great. It's just interesting that Porsche is like, yeah, I think we're going to just go ahead and fight this guy with unlimited time. Like Elon will do nothing. Like there's no like benefit here to Porsche. Elon's just going to keep doing things for no reason other than just to win. And Porsche's not going to do that. They're a company, right? They're like adults.
they're not like fiddling around.
Tesla's a publicly traded company, but I do understand your point. And I guess you're right. I also I feel like Tesla's supposed to be the favorite in this thing. Right? They've been making sports cars since before any of us were born, combined, maybe.
Tesla? You mean
No.
Porsche?
Did I say it backwards?
Yeah, you said yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Porsche is the experienced car in here. Tesla's been making cars for like what 8 years? I don't even know.
This Bugatti Chiron, this new Bugatti,
Chiron.
is 1,500 horsepower.
It is a V16, I believe. No, it actually might be bigger than that.
That's
I'm pretty sure it's
unbelievable. The base price of the car is 2.4 million pounds. Is that
Yeah.
no euros? 2.4 million euros.
I get lost
That's
in some
bananas.
pretty small, outrageous numbers because I hear $250,000 car and it's like, yeah, that's a lot. 2.4 million, yeah, that's also a lot. But
But I mean, all right. So the amount of $250,000 cars on the road that I see living in Los Angeles is like no less than 5 every time I leave my house. It's like a very common occurrence to see like the Lamborghini Urus, which is an SUV that's $250,000. Like the Bentley Bentayga is the same thing. These are SUVs that are $250,000. They're homes on wheels, right? Rolls Royces, all this
Urus,
stuff.
They make SUVs. Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, it's a fast car, but it is.
It's an
not
investment.
attractive.
In 5 years, it'll be worth $1/8 million.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Those are not appreciating in value that much because they're not really collectors. But
Dude, you have to be a stone cold. I'm looking at this SUV Lamborghini right now. You have to be a fucking retard to buy this. If you were to, on these pictures, blank out the emblems, it looks like a Ford Edge.
Can you give the name of it again? I want to show it.
URUS.
URUS. And
So
it's
this
like,
is one
this
of the
not a cool looking car. Not at all.
ugly, and I see them everywhere. Like look at the Bentley Bentayga, Bentayga, I think, or EYGA. That car, I'm like, okay, it's like a yacht on wheels. I get it. But the Urus is like, it looks like they tried to. It's a Hot Wheels car, is what it is.
Yeah.
It looks like a Hot Wheels car. I hate it, and I see them and they're almost always driven by one of two people, a younger, like I'd say like mid 40s white woman, or the most decrepit old white guy. I've not seen like any other demographic drive these cars. It's nuts.
Yeah, this is much better looking than the Lamborghini one.
Or the
'cause,
Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
This is the-
all of those are making SUVs.
Bentayga? Do I have it close?
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
Okay,
Bentley.
yeah. So I'm showing it. See, I feel like if I see a Bentayga, even as a non-car person, I know that I'm looking at something special. Right? Something special
Right.
has just arrived. I don't know what it costs or such, but
A lot.
the other one, if you told me it was made by Chrysler, I'd buy it. Like I'd believe it.
You'd
Uh,
believe it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about this? This is the Cullinan, the Rolls Royce. It's like that. I see that in my rear view, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! The grill is like 6 feet long. It's huge. I just pasted it in the.
Yeah, I'm showing it to people.
This
Yeah.
Rolls Royce always strikes me as the kind of car that rich people pay to be driven around in,
You would
not
say
like that you drive.
Right. So you would say that, but I don't think I can name the last time I saw somebody being driven in one, and I see them everywhere. It's always somebody driving it. People who get driven in cars, at least here, are always being driven in like Maybachs or you know what I mean, like the car that looks terrible to drive because but it's got like lazy boys in the back.
Yeah.
This is still like people put their kids in this car. Nobody puts their kids in a Maybach.
If you go to their website on this, what was it called, Cullinan,
Yeah,
and you look at the front view of this red picture, this is a straight up ugly car.
it's
straight up
a
ugly.
big brick.
Yeah, it's a fucking brick. It's got those doors that open from both sides.
Yeah, that is not wait. No, hey, we don't talk shit about the suicide doors, but you're right. That front angle is not great.
What are
Wait,
you
suicide
driving,
doors,
Tucker? I'm
it
curious.
goes up, right?
No, they're
No,
the ones
suicide-
that, like, you know how your door
Suicide doors
opens
are like this.
and the opening faces the back? They face the front. The
They're
opening.
called suicide doors because if
Oh.
somebody runs into the back of your door, they crush you when you're getting
Yeah, it
out.
makes them close.
Versus ripping the door off, you die. You know.